everyone. If you are new here, welcome. I am Azauri.
And I am Space, the witch.
Welcome to Witches and Weebs, where the otaku lifestyle, spirituality, fandom, and witchcraft all come together to create our harmonious community of witches and weebs and everything in between. We dive into all things mystical, magical, pop culture, witchy, weeby, anything under the sun considered fun. So if you are here, thank you for joining us on our journey to betterment, and we hope that you have as much fun as we do.
Yay!
Welcome to another Fandom Friday. Space and I are watching anime recommended by our community, our viewers, or just one that we picked out ourselves, and then we watch it in real time. But in this case, we will be watching it on our time and talking about how we felt about those episodes. Last week had us crying like babies.
We literally had to, so we were set to finish the series last week by watching all 4 episodes together. And then they stabbed us twice, once here, and I was like, never mind, we gotta stop. So we only watched 2 episodes. We're gonna finish the series this week instead, because the last 2 episodes were literally, some of the best episodes of the series. Hands down, 100%. Went from crying in joy about how much a mother loves her daughter to write 50 years of letters for her forever. And then to just depression. Just poo-poo caca all over our feelings, which were already raw from the happiness of mother's love of the last episode. And just, 11 was ooh boy. Episode 11 was mean.
That's the closest to a happy ending that you are gonna get. We took that and we were like, all right, we don't want to watch anymore. My feelings are hurt. I don't feel like I can't. Just in case these next 2 episodes are also gut-wrenching.
We had to take a break because again, that was for episode 11. If you watched with us, you know that Violet went into a war zone, found the person that wanted to deliver some letters, and he died in the process of right after delivering the letter, writing out his letters verbally. And so Violet in turn took the letters to his surviving family and his potential girlfriend that we find out is very cute and adorable and is super depressing. Big bajangas too, man had everything set out for him, but it was the happiest ending that you were gonna get in war. Like, people die, people don't come home, there's no glory in most of your lives for it. I mean, look at I was gonna say, look at the veterans in America right now.
And if you are a war vet who isn't suffering from PTSD and are living a happy life, I'm very happy for you. I'm so happy for you.
Genuinely.
Not derogatory.
Not derogatory at all. I'm glad that you made it home and you get to live in peace. Because I know too many people that do not live in peace and are on the streets as veterans.
I don't know any of them, but I have seen plenty of them. I've seen plenty of them out on the street.
I know some personally, but I just seen tons of them. They're everywhere here. Last episode was the happiest you're going to get in a wartime story. Deadass.
And if you want to check out our reaction, we will have a video linked somewhere on this page. So
absolutely.
Go ahead and watch back somewhere. All right, so we got 12 and 13 left. Do you wanna get into it now?
I do want to get into it. I'm gonna get my feelings hurt potentially
after this episode.
No, that's why I'm gonna cry, because it shows how fucking grown Violet has become.
She's so compassionate and so wonderful and so beautiful, and she's just
has learned so much.
She has. And then this fucking stupid, guilty ass, projecting ass motherfucker. He's my brother. You couldn't protect him. You're the reason he's dead. Oh, you're mad? You are bitter.
Ooh. He blames her for his brother's death.
Well, you're the reason that she was in the war in the first place. So if you're gonna point fingers at yourself, because you delivered a child to your brother who put her in the military, and you were expecting a child to protect your brother.
Let's all point out the fact that they are all riddled with PTSD.
For sure. I don't know what
Every
the hell was
single
going on
one
before
of
they got Violet in that in the war though.
Something is woo! They were doing some fucked up shit there because them all broken individuals. The only thing that the fact is that Violet being so young, she is able to heal faster than these grown ass people.
Yep.
Because they are set in their ways for many more years.
Yep.
It actually works, and I mean this 100%, it works in Violet's favor for healing and growing that she is young, and it happened to her when she was young. Yes, kids can be traumatized, but they can heal if they are given the tools to heal. And Violet has been given the proper tools and space, even though the adults around her are questionable at best because, again, riddled with PTSD. She has been given the space to heal and become better, whereas this military dog who's basically like, if this bitch isn't a dog who has been raised in the military, what does that make me?
Projecting at his finest.
He is projecting all of his feelings, even the ones where he's blaming her for his brother's death. That's actually him saying, I am blaming myself for my brother's death. It's all projection.
He gotta find someone else to blame. He gotta point fingers at someone else.
Everything he said is actually how he feels about himself. It's just that Violet is there to be blamed. She was there in the moment. He knows that it's his fault that she was there in the war. He absolutely knows that. That's why he can blame her, because he's like, if it weren't, I'm technically blaming myself at this point.
That's what I said.
Because he knows that it's his fault.
That is exactly what I said.
He's pointing the finger because he's like, I put you there, so I'm basically blaming myself.
Yep. Violet didn't have to help him. Violet,
absolutely not.
Violet was like, I want to help.
However,
I don't want to kill. But Violet also knows, like, she can, if you can make a difference, then try to make the difference.
That is the lesson. Like, even if you don't like the people around you, even if these people are out to harm you, if you can make a difference, make a difference.
Right, because it shows
bystander effect, not cool.
It shows more about you than it does about them. If they wouldn't lift a finger to help them, help you, that's them. You don't have to be like that. You don't have to be bitter. And it'll fucking hurt their feelings more because they're like, I wouldn't lift a finger for you. Why are you lifting a finger for me? Because I'm a better person.
You will offend them deeply.
Yup.
Because you will trigger them. And sometimes you have to trigger people. You have to make people uncomfortable. Unfortunately, comfort is not a way of life. You should never live completely in comfort. Because that means you are not progressing in any sort of fashion.
And if
you are comfortable 100% of the time, you are not progressing 100 at all.
And if people around you are bitter and don't want to help other people, that has nothing to do with you. If they want to be bitter and unhelpful, let them. But if you want to be not bitter and helpful, then do that. What you are around is not a reflection on you unless you make it a reflection on you.
Because you don't have to be around bitter and hateful people. Just bye.
Right.
It ain't for you.
Exactly. I liked this episode, though. I feel like it really showed Violet's compassion as a person and her growth as a person and how she's just willing to help everybody regardless of what she did in her past. She's trying to atone for her past, and I love that for her.
That's also saying is like, oh, you could say that, oh, the people with money are always comfortable. Do you think that they do 2-hour workouts a day to be comfortable?
You think they wake up at 4 a.m. to get their day started to be comfortable?
It's that they have a routine that they stick to, and I bet 90% of that routine is probably pretty uncomfortable for them. They just have money to help them feel a little better while they're doing it. So remember, to do the uncomfortable thing, the thing you don't want to do, just like Violet saved the guy that she probably did not really want to save, but its instinct in her now is to help when she can help and to do the right thing, you have to be a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, I know I'm not fully healed yet because I was like, you kill that motherfucker.
Dude, she straight said, straight throw him off the train.
Throw him off the train. I'll save everyone but that guy.
Like,
fuck that guy specifically.
Fuck this motherfucker specifically. Get him the fuck off this train.
Kill him.
See, that's how I know I am on the verge of being healed on a level, because I still was like, no, he needs to just get punched in the face and then sit with himself.
I'm not fully healed yet.
Do I accidentally
throw him off the train?
Do I absolutely think he needs to get a little bit of a beat down? For sure. But I want him to at least sit down with himself and realize that he's in the wrong. I don't want him to get written off quickly death. No, he needs to sit with himself and sit with his feelings.
And sit with his injury because he lived when he got thrown off that train.
Okay, fair. If he lives getting thrown off the train, even though I don't think he would have, because they were in a fucking tunnel and he'd have just no.
Damn, that's what happens after you get thrown off this train is between you and the universe. I don't got shit to do with that. Just threw you off the train. Whatever happens after that is none of my fucking business.
Yeah,
you
and God. All right, we now know that Mia's still on her healing journey.
Oh, absolutely.
For certain.
Absolutely. Listen, it's a lot better than what I would have thought. I would have just killed him, but no, I'll push him off the train and maybe he'll live. If he live, it's not my business. I did what I had to do and whatever.
Here's my thing is always that you have to allow people the space to change. Unfortunately,
he can even think about it on his way down.
You're awful for that, and you're so fucked up for that, but that was hilarious. That was terrible, but that was fucking hilarious.
It's gonna be his wake-up call.
But you should always, realistically, you should always give people the space to change.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Clock that, for certain. For certain.
Woo!
Oh, all right. I do think we gabbed enough about killing that guy. or beating him up. Shall we continue on to the next episode?
We'll see y'all after this next episode. I think it was a great closing episode. I think it was a great ending. I love that the war is over and now they're doing peace things and everyone's getting letters falling out of the sky from that cool air show. That was cute. That was adorable.
I just really love the animation on this. I truthfully think it's such a beautifully animated series with a, albeit yes, unrealistic because what do you mean that every problem gets fixed with a single letter? But it's cute and it's romanticized and I kind of like it because we should be able to communicate with each other like that easily and fix things with maybe just a single conversation and not a whole blown out crash out.
Or a letter. Listen, if you about to crash out on somebody, sit down,
write a letter,
and you don't have to send it to them. You don't have to send it to them. But I mean, if you're gonna send it to them, make sure that it's not volatile, because that's not gonna solve anything actually at all.
No, write the letter, read the letter, and then filter the letter into a new letter, or just say what the real problem is by the time you get to the end of the letter.
Consult with yourself first before anything.
Always, absolutely. Sit with yourself and your feelings and your emotions first before you do anything. That includes venting to other people.
Yep.
You must have your feelings and feel them first before you take them to other people.
Yep, because people can help you, but if you're easily
they cannot feel your feelings.
Yeah, if you're easily influenced and someone says, oh, well, you're mad, and you're like, I'm mad, when in actuality, you're probably just frustrated, then it's not really good luck for you.
Yeah, no, you have to sit with your own feelings and figure out what you're feeling first.
Yep.
And then feel it, and then you can go logic it. Because yapping about your feelings, unfortunately, hate to break it to you, is not actually feeling your feelings.
Nope, you're just
if you need to scream, yell, if you need to scream, I unfortunately am the type that actually needs to do some kind of physical activity when I get pissed off. So I've taken to beating up pillows and screaming into them.
I punch my wall with context. I have one of those things that come with the gloves that you can punch, that you put on your wall. Yeah, I got one of those. I'm not Kyle, okay? I don't just punch holes in my wall for no fucking reason.
The way you said, I punch my wall. Context.
I gotta make sure y'all know I'm not punching holes And we're renting, okay? I can't afford to be punching holes in these fucking walls, all right? Listen.
So if that's what you have to do, that's what you have to do. Yeah, it's slightly unrealistic, but I think that it's a romanticized, beautiful aspect of humanity that we really should be redoing, is just writing our friends letters.
And here's the thing about certain romanticized things. They are solutions that could work. The romanticized things are just giving options of how something can be done differently if given the positive connotations in circumstances. That's why I specify certain things, because other things are romanticized poorly. But in this instance, when it comes to talking about your feelings and evaluating your feelings, letters might fix something. And even if it's just a letter to yourself or an imaginary letter that you want to write to someone because you want to say how you feel, but you don't actually want to send it to them, that you just want to vent, that's okay too.
That is absolutely okay. These are romanticized ideas that you could take and implement into your life that would make your life better. It's okay to romanticize certain aspects of life.
As long as you're being realistic about it too. Like if you know it's romanticized, but you like what was like given, then it's like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll try it out.
Here's the thing about romanticizing. You have to romanticize the tiny things in life because that's how you enjoy life. Romanticizing your life in the moment is how you enjoy it. That's how you find happiness, because your brain is just here for safety. Hate to break it to you, don't know what happiness is.
What do you think manifestation is?
You have to romanticize your life in order to enjoy it. Even the little things like I have a cup of tea every morning with my husband. I always have a smoothie. Those little things I enjoy. They're part of my routine and I romanticize them because I have to. Otherwise I would be really depressed.
Like it's not your regular schmegular, oh, I'm having tea with my husband. I'm having a protein shake with my husband. It's I'm having tea with my husband and I'm having a protein shake with my husband.
Exactly. We get to have our little hour before work where we just sit and watch TV and drink our coffee and tea together and smoothie and all of that stuff. And we will just watch a little show or we watch whatever he wants to watch. So you have to romanticize elements of your life that are simple in order to enjoy your life.
Yep. And I think that
this is one of those things that this is a very romanticized anime for sure, and there are elements in their episode 6 that I do not appreciate. Episode 6 and should be banned from television. Episode 6. Just for the record, just so you know which one I have the biggest problem with. Episode 6.
Beautiful episode. Oh, terrible theme.
Terrible trope, terrible theme, beautiful episode because honestly it was, again, well animated, and it was actually she could have been aged up to 18 and it could have been fine because they wouldn't have seen each other for so many years. There were elements that, and truthfully, the animation was beautiful.
I will never not talk about this animation. Like, this anime was so beautiful. Whatever studio did it, put their fucking whole ass pussy into it. This shit is gorgeous.
I'm looking for it right now. Kyoto Animation is the animation studio that did it.
Good job, Kyoto.
Outside of the terrible theme of episode 6. But that was probably in the manga or light novel. I don't know which one this was adapted by.
Either way.
This is a light novel series that this was adapted from. But I recommend the series 7 out of 10, but only the series, only the anime.
Yeah.
I do not recommend anything beyond the anime. I give it a 7 out of 10 because, again, animation was beautiful. Most of the themes of the anime were beautiful. Most of the episodes were really stunning. I really loved episode 10 and 11 because those were heartbreaking and real and exceptionally well done, and the mother was wonderful. Some of the themes that I'm aware of take some points off for certain. And I do not think that anybody that is not going to critically engage with this media needs to be watching it. So please engage critically if you are going to.
I give the anime a 9 out of 10 because I'm not attaching the movies to the series. And minus that one episode, everything else was fucking fantastic. Even the episode was fan-fucking-tastic. The age gap was not. I will say this until I'm blue in the face. I don't like age gaps like that. I don't mind age gaps, but in this instance where it is a child and an adult, those are the age gaps I mind. I don't like those. that aside, the anime I thought was really good, had great messages, beautifully animated, wonderful character development. Even fucking Gilbert's brother had some good development for the small amount of screen time that he had, even though he was being very tsundere about it, but whatever.
And I want to remind people that this anime does not take place over like 6 months. This anime takes place over like literal years, because they were in the sixth episode took place over several months. Mm-hmm. So this was a several year time gap from beginning to end. She went from 14 to, I believe she is 18 by the end of the anime, give or take. So to the people that's saying, oh, she got over things too quickly, no, you just have a poor perception of time for anime.
Anime has a poor perception of time, to be honest.
Anime pacing sucks. I'm so sorry that you misunderstood some of it. Anime pacing sucks. That I do have to say that this anime is a victim of bad pacing, because they did not tell us how long this shit was going on. I had to look that shit up privately, because I was like, feels like they're in this place for a really long time, but it's a one episode situation.
I'm like, what the hell? How long it take the motherfuckers to get there? What the hell? But
I just want to let people know that this takes place off a long period of time. Victim of anime pacing, and that's why another reason I took some points off.
That's fair. Shout out Cerulean Omar. I think that you were the one that recommended this anime to us. I mean, we dogged on it in the beginning when we found out what we found out, but honestly, the anime itself overall was very good. And again, thank you so much for recommending it to us, because it was a beautiful watch, and it taught me some things about myself that I'm going to have to work on now. I mean, I've been working on them, but now I'm just gonna have to work harder on them, because I really...
Unfortunately, same. It taught me a little bit about myself, that it taught me that I have a very big mummy wound. Like I said, episode 10 and 11 are literally the saving grace of this anime. I fucking love those 2 episodes. If you watch for anything, watch for those 2 episodes. They're beautiful and shows one happy-ish ending with a mother and a daughter, and one very realistic ending for wartime. And I just excellent. So thank you for recommending it, and I will let you know right now that we are on to Freyrin. I forget there's an R. Freyrin.
I don't fucking know.
Freyrin?
That one.
Freyrin. Journey to... I think it's Journey to Heaven is the tagline. Oh, Beyond Journey's End. So we will be starting that one next week. So I hope you guys are excited. I think that was another recommendation, and I will look through the comments for it to see who recommended it. I believe it's from one of our comments. Yeah. I've heard very good things about this, and I also heard that it's heartbreaking.
Okay, if you enjoyed this series, please consider giving us a thumbs up on this video, and go check out our other videos for the episodes previously that we watched for Violet Evergarden. Like, comment, please leave a comment, because your comments will have us in the algorithm, and we are trying to push ourselves in the algorithm, but also we just appreciate when you guys hang out with us, because
honestly, I care more about hanging out with you guys, because I'd like to talk to you guys in the comments. So please leave a comment so we can say hi. And even though sometimes we're a little late on the comments, my bad.
Just a little bit. Turn on that notification bell when you subscribe, so you know when we are uploading new videos, because like Space said, we are starting Freyrin, whatever the hell it's called, and that's going to be exciting. We hope that you really enjoyed our yaps about Violet Evergarden. If we have offended you in some point, sorry, not sorry, we didn't mean to, but that's just how we feel, and we're not going to be sorry about how we feel about things. If we disagree on certain things, that's okay, but just, be mindful.
Take it on the chin, man, because when you disagree with us, we'll take it on the chin as well. Yep. It is what it is. We don't have to agree on everything.
I think that's it. Okay, well, we will see y'all next Friday for episode 1 and through 3. 1, 2, and 3 of Freyrin, Journey Beyond whatever. Bye.
Freyrin's Journey Beyond End. We'll see you next week. Stay magical, stay mystical, stay whimsical. We'll see you next week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Mwah, 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 mwah.